Morning everyone. Today we're going to interview Gareth Pearce of Pearce Elite Plumbing, and he's also set up a business called PEC, which is Pearce Elite Construction Limited. So we're going to come today in his offices, and Gareth is going to tell us lots about management style, how to get the best out of your staff, mindset and all that sort of thing. So here we are in the offices in Bridgend, and in we go and see where he's at. Hello. Right, here's his office. Just walking in here now, and there he is. Okay, so let's go in and say hello. So hello Gareth, thank you for letting me come here today.
No worries.
To see your lovely offices. I've not been here before.
Yeah, no, it's, we've gone up the world since when I was in my bedroom, like.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years ago.
Yeah, and then you were in the shed at the bottom of the garden,
I was in the shed, yeah, and I left there then, and then I went back into a bedroom, and then I went to a small office above a furniture factory, my mate's furniture factory.
Oh yeah.
And then we ended up opposite with a small little one, and now we've got quite a big offices now, which covers the building and the plumbing side. So this is like a meeting room in here where we do a lot of training. Yeah, this is where I lock myself away as well sometimes to get work done away from everyone else in the other room. So yeah, moved on a lot.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. I mean, I noticed you've got flip chart, a whiteboard there with pens. Yeah. Do you find that really helpful when you're training people to actually physically write things up and see them rather than just doing online or?
Yeah, well, we got videos and photos. We show what good is and what bad looks like, and how we expect everyone to do things, like try and standardise how we do everything really. We carry out the work anyway. That's operative. With the management, then we had one the other day, a meeting going through KPIs, what roles are going to be changing. Right. Obviously I got a couple of new guys come in as well, so yeah, it's I think regular meetings is key for the managers and the operatives. Like a lot of companies don't do operatives, but I think you've got to just have once every quarter, just get boys in, get the guys in, just run through what's gone right, what's gone wrong, how we can improve. Yes, I'm keen on that. Like, you know, in my work, I don't want leaks coming through ceilings. I don't want maintenance. I want a good name. You know what I mean? And like I was saying, last year was put a dent in that because we had too much work and just get the job done. Yeah. That's not how I work, like, you know, and the way we do stuff now is going to change. So.
Good. So we're going to talk a little bit about management styles, but one thing you've just said already, which is making me jump on this, is that so when you were saying normally some companies it's just about the managers when they have their meetings, but you are a great believer in having that everyone involved.
Yes.
Once a quarter. So that's not just to show them what's been happening, what's good and what's bad. Do you find that getting them all together and talking about that, but also maybe having something to eat and having an afternoon or morning, do you find that helps the team?
Yeah, of course it is. It's like I always base everything around sport because that's all I know. You know, played 3 different sports since I was 6 years old. So I like to get my team together. I like to get everyone involved, get everyone else's ideas on the table as well. So, but yeah, I do.
So what do you think? I'm going to dig a little bit deep here. So what do you think makes that work? Why do you think, and you can think about this for a minute, that getting people together as a team, what would you say the mechanics behind everything is making that work? What are the key things that happens when you put people together in real life that builds the team? So just have a think about that for a minute and we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've been thinking about then is that the nature of human beings, how they work, is so animal, and often that's completely missed out in this day of technology and targets and all that sort of thing. And by bringing the team together and looking at, you know, really important points like, you know, the KPIs and that sort of thing, which I would say is quite mindy. But we need much more than that, don't we? We need people to be able to connect to each other so they know how to speak to each other on the phone. They know they can trust someone. So tell me more about that then. Tell me how you think meeting once a quarter with everyone helps bring out that natural motivation, that natural need to connect.
I think it's because everyone can, like, one person asks one question, that could piggyback on a ball roll, like get a ball rolling on other things to come to the forefront. Like, you know, if we've got a problem with what we are doing wrong, they need to tell us as well. And obviously, in plumbing, it's a lot of I need to know really that I can trust them people who go to the job not to have any problems. At the end of the day, we can ruin houses, like, do you know what I mean, in the plumbing game, like, you know, alone. And it's like, it's hard to get trades now, you know, and plumbing, especially as a specialist trade, I find it quite difficult. If it is a push on like it was last year and I needed maybe 5-6 plumbers, I couldn't get them, like, you know, and if I could, they were like, they wouldn't be able to pull out the work push out the work which the boys are doing now, like, you know, and the guys I'm used to. Important. It's a massive thing for me, like, you know, it is, really, and I just like to get everyone together, because how many times do you get together as a team if you don't have them? You know, all right, the managers who would work in the office by year see each other a lot, but yeah, it is good to, like, sort of have a monthly get together. We're having 2 weekly ones, like fortnightly ones now for the managers. I'm not involved. I told them that they have one every 2 weeks, and then maybe I'll come in every now and then. So that gives them a bit of more. I'll trust them. I trust these guys. They've been working with me for years. So the newer guys then are bringing something different to the company. So yeah, I think it's key.
So it builds up trust then. It builds up trust, and once we trust each other. And I'll tell you something else, what you've just said, it's also shared experiences. So when people can actually say, hey, I know what that feels like, because I know what it feels like when I don't know, I've plumbed something and the tap exploded, say, I don't know. But I know what that feels like. So if there's someone else saying, oh yeah, I've done that too, and what can we do? That does build up trust, and then we connect in this animal way, which goes a long way. So if there is a problem, instead of just going in your mind and getting all emotional and angry, if you've got that connection there already, you've got a little bit more ability to be calm and understand, and then it's less likely to go to a drama. What do you think of that? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. It's like what I found when the boys do get together, guys get together rather, is that they do start ringing each other. So say if they were going, like, they were on a site and they run in that site, and they need plumbers, like, instead of coming to us, they'll go to each other and say, how are you looking for work? I've got a second fix, third fix, whatever. Now I've got about a week's worth of work if anyone needs it, like, you know, and like setting up our WhatsApp group which we have, like, you know, and the boys talking to each other, guys are talking to each other, you know, and I think it's key that you work as a team in any business, and morale is big, like, you know, for me. I like to treat everyone with respect, you know, and like I don't go shouting and bawling. I don't think it's the right thing to do. But you can sort of discipline them in other ways. Do you know what I mean?
So what sort of ways would you
we discipline them with, like, things like say we'll call them in the office. If there's a problem and they say a problem, they actually pay for what they do wrong.
Okay.
And it does make them. If you don't, it's they just keep doing it.
You've got to have that discipline.
But I think shouting a ball in, what's that getting you? You know what I mean? I really don't get that style of management, me, but yeah, you discipline them in the right ways, what really affects them, really. And I hate it when people don't pay me. But if my quality's bad, like you said before with the party, I will.
You accept that,
I do accept it, yeah. If we don't tidy up before the next trade comes in, I will be. If they want to find me 100 quid, I'm taking it, because if the boys haven't done it, happy days, you know. So yeah, discipline. I'd rather have a team of boys, which I don't need to, or guys again, who don't need to be punished all the time, but I haven't had to. So I'm quite lucky maybe, but I know there's a lot of companies out there which go through a lot of operatives.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.